Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. This is my July 2020 plan with me. You probably won't be planning with me because I'm posting this past the beginning of July, but I hope that you enjoy it anyways. I really enjoyed making these spreads and I think they turned out really cool, so I hope that you get some inspiration from them. Whether or not you are planning at the same time as me, and if you are, that's okay. You know what? That's okay. So the colors I'm using this month are very bright, vibrant, kind of neons. They're based on, I based my whole theme around this sticker set that you can see on the table here with all of the junk food and stuff. I got it from DAISO because where else do I shop? That's pretty much it. I don't often do hand-drawn doodles because I don't really think I'm that good at drawing, but I decided to do it this month, and then my close-up angle for my camera turned out really fuzzy for some reason on this stuff, so sorry it's not as nice to look at. So yeah, I did the pizza, fries, hamburger, and drink. This is just some standard junk food. I think it looked really cool, and I am pretty proud of the way that my drawings turned out, my doodles, because I am, again, not like the best artist, illustrator, drawer, but I think they turned out nice. And I think that these bright colors turned out cool too with them. The markers that I'm using are a couple of them. I use the Zebra Mildliner highlighters because those have a really nice color combination. And then I used one that was just, the orange is like just a normal highlighter. And what else did I use? Oh, the other one that I use is a Crayola Super Tips. So I decided to print out some pictures that would go with the theme, and this is actually the only one that I ended up liking, but it's a corn dog. It's a Korean corn dog from a place called Myeongrang, which is there's one in LA. And if you live anywhere close to a Korean corn dog place, I highly recommend it. They are so delicious, and you can actually get them like covered in potatoes too. So it's just amazing. It's like a Korean street food, and thankfully I live close to a bunch of Korean food here in Southern California, and I highly recommend it. So now we're going in with my stickers, the origin of the theme itself, and you know we gotta use this big, enormous freaking hamburger right there. The washi tape that I'm using is also, shocker, from DAISO. They had a nice set that's like almost like gradiented colors. So there's a few different orange variations, and I think that one comes with a couple of other colors as well. And then I'm going in and just kind of filling in some of the space with a little bit more detail, a little bit more fun, some more stars and lines. And even this is kind of inspired by the sticker set because they have little stars on there, if you can see. And it turned out really cute, I think. So there's my monthly spread. On to my playlist. This month is all K-pop because that is pretty much all I've been listening to lately. some new stuff and some old stuff. I really like to do these playlists because music is something that I basically listen to constantly, and so it's the soundtrack, truly like the soundtrack of my life. Like whatever I'm doing, I'm always listening to music. So it provides just kind of a pretty page, but also a way to kind of remember when I look back. And I've been doing that for my last couple of months, looking back and seeing like, oh my gosh, I forgot that I was listening to that song so much at this time. So I like the way that these little mini players come out with the, I think the drop shadow look is kind of cool. It turned out nicer than I expected even. So for the title that I'm doing here, I did it in pencil first because I didn't want to draw over the marker or the black with my colored markers and kind of like bleed or smudge the black. So it took longer than it probably would have otherwise, but it turned out really nice. So I think it's worth it. What kind of music are you guys listening to this summer? Do you guys do kind of like a summer vibes kind of thing where you listen to music that is similar to the season or the weather? Like more upbeat music during the summer. I sometimes do that, but really it kind of just depends on my mood, which can be up during the summer or it could be down. So here again is my brain dump page. I definitely use this every month, so it's a staple for me. It's a good place to just like vomit all of the ugly notes that I need to write down just to not forget, because I am a very forgetful person, and that is why I have this bullet journal. Go on to the trackers. The first one here, this is my mood tracker, and I am drawing in a little fill-in doodle for every day of the month, and I fill those in with the color that corresponds to my mood for that day. This month I did kind of these pizza triangles, drink cups, and stars and corn dogs. I'm not sure if you can tell that that's what they are, but that's what they were in my mind. So I've been doing the same 6 moods for my color code for quite a few months now, maybe a year now actually, and they have worked quite well for me. I try to track like obviously my positive moods, but the things that's most important is really like my motivation, days that I feel anxious and days that I feel depressed, and so those are the things that are the moods that I track most significantly. Moving on to the habit tracker spread, I actually added a few habits this month because I am trying to be more intentional about learning Korean, and I also am being more intentional about educating myself about I guess the world so I added one for allyship, and I also have a spread for allyship that's coming up as well, just kind of to keep it in my mind as something that I want to be continually doing. Doing it before, I wasn't working out or doing anything fitness, so you know, it obviously didn't work. So I kind of tried to make it very simple, pretty much a slot for every day, and then I can color code what it is that I did on that day, and then take a little note of what it is. And then I wrote this little motivating statement: do it for them, meaning the junk food, so that I can work out and then not feel bad about it when I eat crappy food. So here, this is my allyship page. If you don't know, allyship is this is the Wikipedia definition. Allyship is the practice of emphasizing social justice, inclusion, and human rights by members of an in-group to advance the interests of an oppressed or marginalized out-group. Another quote that I found that I really liked about allyship is a lifelong process of building relationships based on trust, consistency, and accountability with marginalized individuals and or groups of people. That's from a Forbes article by Shure Atchison. Basically, the reason that I created this spread for myself is just to have like a note or a list of things that I want to intentionally do. I have section for watch, listen, read, and do. And so these are like things that I can do to educate myself. Obviously, it is a lifelong process, and so this is not everything, but it's just a place that I want to kind of consolidate things that I am being intentional about and educating myself with. Next is my content spreads. So I have on this side a content calendar, which is basically what I did last month. It's just a calendar page that I have a place where I can list all of the videos that I've posted and all of the videos that I am planning to make or planning to post that are like in progress, and just kind of coordinate them with where they're being posted, what the content is, and then stick it on the calendar so I can see like more visually what days I've been posting things. Then this one is my content tracker. So it just helps me realize like all of the things that I have in progress and where I'm at in the progress of making those. Just a little way of keeping track of that, since I have multiple things in progress all at once, and I don't want to forget about any of them. throw in the July plan with me for YouTube that I am doing right now, just as kind of an example. So here, now we're on to the weekly spread, and this week, the first week of July, I am trying out a Dutch door. I've never done one before, but I had some ideas for more things that I wanted to do with my weekly spread for this particular week, and I didn't have space, and so I wanted to try this Dutch door and see how it works for me. I'm not sure that I'll keep going with it, but I at least wanted to try it out once and see how it goes, see how it works for me. So on this first page, I have on the left is my weekly little schedule, and that's in a space where you can see it no matter which side of the Dutch door is open. Then I have the rest of my to-do lists categorized into the different things that I am doing and prioritizing. And then on the other side of the Dutch door, I am going to try to be tracking my food, just to be more mindful of the food that I'm eating, and then my water intake to make sure that I am actually hydrating myself, which I have not been. So then I have the little calendar up in the right corner, and this other section that you can see on both sides of the Dutch door, I just decided to write in this cute little like quotey thing. It just says good food, good mood. And since my spread or my theme is fairly food focused, and I wanted to actually track my food this week, I thought this was an appropriate phrase, statement, quote, and a good way to add some color into my spread. And another big ol' hamburger sticker because it's cute. So here you can see kind of what it looks like on both sides. And then the final touches of these food stickers. I really, really like these stickers. They're so cute. Alright, and now let's flip through and see how it comes together. Here's the month, and I have some close-ups, but better close-ups of this spread just because I really like the way it turned out. And I think this will work quite well for me. Playlist and the brain dump. I like how it ended up balanced with the washi tape on the left and the right. My trackers. If you guys have any suggestions for things that I should watch, listen to, read, do, go ahead and put them in the comments. I would love more suggestions. I filled out a bit of it, but I definitely could use more. And my weekly. And this empty space, I think I'm just going to use for journaling. So there you have it. There's my July 2020 plan with me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, your week, your month. And if you want to, go ahead and check out some of my linked videos right here.